And now going back to one of the games that look better than they are but are really no-brainers that I got absolutely wrong. We're bringing in Broncos Sage. Broncos Sage, how are you doing tonight?
I am ecstatic. How are you?
I am humbled. I am humbled before the Sage.
Well, there was a great win for Denver last night.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And it proved a couple of things. And like I promised you, I went through the first 4 games, and I noticed a few things. And the first thing I noticed was this defense is solid.
Yes, to only keep the defenses that they're playing to 6.5 points average per game has been incredible so far. And coming into the season rated 32, I think they've proven that they're a little bit better than that so far.
Yes, they have. And I've just got one question. Mike Nolan, where were you in San Francisco? Because I'm telling you, his defense is working. It's working.
Yes, it is so far, and I'm glad that we could take advantage of that kind of coaching that didn't happen in San Francisco that maybe is working in Denver with their program. I'm glad about that.
Well, there are some people who just should stay coordinators. Monty Kiffin figured that out in Tampa, that he wouldn't make a good head coach. That's why his defenses have been good everywhere he's gone. Mike Nolan had a spectacular defense when he was in Baltimore. So it's not like he's not, not used to this. And then what in the world are the Cowboys thinking, throwing to Champ Bailey 16 times?
Yes. Oh, I don't know, but that was a mistake, and I'm just glad that we were fortunate enough to get some called back points come our way and be able to capitalize on that and win the game. It was a close one. It was 10-7 the whole game. I was at the showing of it, and everybody kept saying 10-7, 10-7 the whole game, but it was that's a feat to only be down 10-7 to the Cowboys by the fourth quarter. So
and they made Tony Romo look absolutely silly, like he didn't know what he was doing.
Yes, it's too bad Romo hasn't come out and played the way he has in years past.
Well, there's a lot of people in the NFL who believe that he has played the way he's been playing in years past, and that this year it's just catching up with him with poor coaching. But I want to switch to the offensive side of the ball, because the resurgence of Karel Buckhalter has just been phenomenal, and him in that running game that's done better than anything Shanahan had since Terrell Davis was on the team. It's just been really amazing.
Yes, Denver's always had a lot of faith in their running backs, and what I like about it is that they don't put too much faith in one ever, that they've always had a rotating running back position, which they are still doing this year, having Sean Reno and Buckhalter both taking the ball, and it is working. They've really, I believe, stuck with a lot of things that they have done previous years with Denver's offense, and that is to, have not one spotlighted player, but a few really well-balanced players. They have the great tight end Tony Scheffler in there. They've got the running backs, and then they've got, Brandon Marshall, and it's just really working out. And I believe the best success has come in because Orton doesn't look like he is trying to showboat. He looks like he's just trying to play solid games. He's not trying to be a superstar yet, and he hasn't had one interception this year. So,
and that's the key there. That's the key there. He has 0 interceptions this year. He's got a 97.7 quarterback rating, and I really think, and you are going to be so glad that I am finally admitting this. Josh McDaniels is Bill Belichick Jr.
Yes, Josh McDaniels is doing a great job.
He took one look at Jay Cutler, had one conversation with Jay Cutler and said, you know what? I don't like where he's at mentally. He's a diva. He thinks that the world owes him a living. I want him off my team. That was the first thing that he thought of. And what I find interesting is I firmly believe that he targeted Kyle Orton. And the reason why he targeted Kyle Orton, do you realize that prior to this season, in 33 career NFL starts, he's thrown 27 interceptions?
Wow.
That's less than one interception a game. I don't think there's a quarterback currently in the league, save maybe Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, that would have even close to that statistic. And even with Brady and Manning, you're probably pushing it. I mean, that is huge. I firmly believe that's why he targeted Chicago for the trade that surprised everyone. And he just wanted no mistakes because he saw the potential of the defense and said, you know what, if I can get Kyle Orton to do this, this is going to be good. And then I'm keeping Brandon Marshall. I'm keeping Brandon Marshall on purpose because Kyle Orton has never had a weapon like Brandon Marshall. And I'm telling you, Trish, Brandon Marshall is the best wide receiver in the National Football League. Period. Dot. There is no qualms about it.
He is great. We are enjoying that combination, and it is true about Orton. I'm kind of disappointed when he takes a few sacks a game, but I'd rather him take sacks and take the loss than to throw it away and have the other team capitalize and possibly score, which wouldn't be good. So I'm glad that he's not trying to be the showboater kind of quarterback, and that is a good thing. Also, what you were saying about Cutler being released, I believe that you were probably right. He probably did target Orton. It was a great trade. I think the Bears are happy where they are, and I think Denver's happy where we are right now.
Yeah, I think it was the right thing to do for both teams. The Bears needed somebody like Cutler to give a resurgence because he's been a different quarterback this year. He has. He's not got that diva look at him because he really took the whole crybaby status that he was getting, and he made a huge difference. He really did. He's made a huge difference in the way that he's played this year, and he's played different this year than he's played in Denver. That first game where he decided, I'm going to try and win the Super Bowl every single play was ridiculous, and that's why he threw his 4 interceptions. But you looked at him since then, he's calmed down, he's worked things out methodically, he's actually working the defense, and I think that if it wasn't for Brian Urlacher being missing from that team, that the Bears would actually be probably the favorite in the NFC North. They really would. But without a doubt, you were right about something last week. The Broncos are absolutely the best team in the AFC West.
Yes. Not that there's much competition, but yes. And I do believe they will take that conference and go undefeated in that conference against the teams in their conference.
You mean the
they
division.
Will have.
You mean the division.
Yes, their division. Because they will have tough time next week. I think it'll be a real true challenge of what they can do. And
I really think that they are going to be humbled on Sunday against the Master and against the Mentor. I think though that it's, for what it's worth, it's going to be a good loss for the Broncos. I think that the Broncos are going to take more from that loss to Bill Belichick and the Patriots, and they're going to keep it close. It'll be a close game, but I think that they will take more from that loss than they would if they actually beat the Patriots on Sunday.
If they can keep on defense, if they can keep Patriots offense down to the scores that they've been in the past, then they might have a shot. But we all know how good Brady is and the combinations they've got on the Patriots this year. So it will be a tough matchup.
And how good my predictions are of the Broncos this season.
Yeah, the 2-14 is done. The 4-12 is done. What else do you have?
I got 12-4 now. How's that?
Wow. See, and I think we'll have a solid 10-6 at least, but I'm hoping for more like a 12-4, like you say.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you being on. It's been fun. I want to do this more often, but we gotta get going on to other things. So thank you very much, Broncos Sage. I look forward to your weekly Raz, and please keep talking. And I was absolutely wrong, everybody. She has great perspective on the Broncos. Apparently, I don't.
Thank you, Guru, and go Broncos.
All right. See you later.